Ricky, the Heisman race is already on for 2015. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, really, I don't think the race is on. It's just prediction. I think it's just conversation. Nobody has played it down. Anything can happen next year. Before this season started, nobody knew who Ezekiel Elliott was.
That's true. They really didn't.
And to me, he was the most physical running back in America by far. That doesn't include Nick Chubb.
And he only had 4 games of over 100 yards during the regular season. It wasn't until Cardell Jones became the quarterback that they started relying more on Ezekiel Elliott, and he had the 3 200-yard games in a row.
Yeah, a lot of things has a lot to do with what you do offensively, and I think they are, the Jeremy Johnson situation, everybody got him on the list, and so they looking for the coach to pass the football a little bit more at Auburn. I'm almost sure, then you got
Derrick Henry.
No, the wide receiver for Duke Williams.
Williams, right.
And Auburn has recruited some kids that are going to be good on the outside. So they're expecting big things out of Jeremy Johnson. And now Derrick Henry, he got an opportunity to be really special. If Alabama go back to doing what they do, giving the ball to the running back, let the tailback do. And they also signed one of the top kid running backs in America.
Yeah, Damian Harris.
Yeah, so, he'll probably share time. So that wasn't going to hurt him. I think at the University of Alabama, Nick Saban, he has a thing where he like to share time with the running back, which I think is really good for the kids' health. Because the running back is not the most durable position.
Yeah, but it may not be great for his Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, it might not be great for his candidacy, but it's good for his health. So, the Heisman Trophy thing right now, it's just conversation with me because they got some kids at USC that have a great chance too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Coach?
Well, let's close the show with a sad announcement, I guess, would say. Coach Bill Joyner, a longtime Lanier High School coach here in Montgomery, in basketball and football, but his specialty was basketball, and he was a great student of John Wooden. And I worked with Bill Joyner, I worked for Bill Joyner, and I have been a friend of Bill Joyner since I was 13 and he was 18. So I know the kind of person he is, and he died in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Now, that had nothing to do with his death. He was very, very ill all this year, and
sure.
Pneumonia is what eventually got him at the age of 83. But during that period of time, when he was coaching basketball at Lanier, he was known throughout the South and maybe the United States as one of the top basketball coaches in the country. I was over at Bill's house last night when Wimp Sanderson called to express his condolences. And so that doesn't happen every day.
No, that doesn't.
And so Wimp Sanderson was very good friends with Bill because he was trying to get some of his players. But nevertheless, he's gone, and we will never see a record like this at Lanier. I don't know any other place, but he won 235 games, lost 43. And during a 9-year period, he won, well, actually a 5-year period, he won 4 state championships. But he coached from 61 to 70 in basketball, and he actually was coaching football and basketball in 69 when I was at Lanier coaching. And so he coached from 69 to 73 in football and produced, I think, the best running back that's ever come out of this country is, this area is Johnny Davis, who went on to Alabama and made All-American at fullback in the Wishbone and went to several football teams and was on the Super Bowl championship team with San Francisco, I think the last time they won the game. Johnny has retired now, but
Coach Joyner coached him.
Well, yeah, he was an obscure tackle on the B team, and all of a sudden that spring he emerged and became the fullback for the next 2 years in the Wishbone, and that got him a scholarship to the University of Alabama, where they were running the Wishbone. And he never lost a yard at Alabama. Of course, he's on the point up there. He wasn't going very far to start with, but great back and a great foresight for Bill to see that this is the guy that can win for us in the Wishbone. And of course, he could have played fullback for anybody. But it's a great guy, and he's gone, and we're going to miss him, and condolences to his family and to his friends.
Absolutely. Great coach, but a better man.
Wonderful person.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us here on the Sports Page. Hope you'll join us next week as we continue talking football all year long.